Hi girlies and gents, welcome back to my channel. My name is Girl Beats World and I cover all things beauty, from makeup tutorials to product reviews to what we're covering today, which is the best of 2020 makeup products. Some of these are new launches, some of these have been around for a long time and I'm not letting them go, and some of them are products that have been around for quite some time and I just discovered this year. So if you're excited about that and to learn how to do this Christmas look, which is inspired by some amazing girlies that are listed down below in our Christmas Glam collaboration, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I have new content. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get started. Okay, so to start us off, this is technically not an everyday piece that I always show you guys, but I love it so much I figured I gotta include it because we gotta shout out the queen of Fenty. Fenty Skin dropped this year and I love it. It has my skin glowing. I do owe you guys a updated skincare routine because I added a few more things along with my Fenty Skin. But yeah, I absolutely love it. This is their moisturizer and it is wonderful for putting on before you put on your primer, which is a tip that I learned in 2020 from my TikTok hack video. And it really just helps to blur the face, help blend in your foundation routine and make it look flawless. I am going to prime now. This isn't anything new, but it is something that has saved my life. The Milk Hydro Pro Primer is everything I need. It works perfectly with Fenty's moisturizer. So if you haven't gotten it in 2020, I definitely think 2021 you need to make that a priority and you need to make sure you get that or use your Sephora or Ulta gift cards to cop that. Okay, another product, this is one of the ones, like I said before, like it's not new, but it's new to me and it's changed my world. This is the Milk Kush Fiber Brow Pencil. This did drop and I loved this because it really helped me during the worst of my Rona, my Rona brows, and literally like you can apply it and it just like brushes the hairs exactly where you need them to go. So this again is the Milk Kush Fiber Brow. I absolutely love it. If you're not comfortable with like completely shading in your brows yet, get those, slap it on, slap a little concealer under, boom, you're good to go. The next thing that I'm going to use is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This, oh my gosh, this is, like I said, one of those products that I just started using in 2020. But add it to your makeup collection. It's absolutely phenomenal. It takes so little to no work. And with that Kush Brow Gel, like, come on, like, hello, like, no work needed at all. Now, using my Fenty Beauty concealer. I can't remember if this dropped this 2020 or if it's an honorable mention because I absolutely adore it. It's a good price. It does exactly what it needs to do and it's perfect for concealing underneath the brow to give you that beautiful arch or perfect brow look. Now that my eyebrows are all done and they're looking like sisters not twins, we're going to clean them up and get them looking more twins like later, or what is it? Yeah, sisters not twins. Okay, so eyebrows check. Now what I want to do is start on my eyeshadow first. I'm gonna do one eye on camera, one eye off, and then I'm gonna start on my foundation routine. This is another hot beauty item that has really helped make so many people's eyeshadow really pop. And I have just started using it. You know, I've been using concealer as my base for a long time. It's the P. Louise base. Oh my gosh, you've seen it all over. If you're wondering if you've seen it, you have. You've seen it all over Instagram, ton of people use it. I did go with a color that looks more like my concealer colors. I tried to go a little lighter because there are certain times that I want this to look like flesh tone. But after I've tested it out, I've decided I am definitely, and I do mean definitely, going to invest in more of this base in different colors. So, but for the look today, this color will work perfectly and is the exact reason why I went with this color. So I'm spreading this out with my concealer brush from Sigma Beauty. I got my first set of Sigma Beauty brushes this year as well. I'm obsessed with them. They are so good. They keep you from having fallout. It's just, they're everything. They're absolutely everything and more. Two of my favorite eyeshadow drops from this year came from Sister Specials. My baby sis hooked me up with Tati Beauty's palette, which dropped in January, and at Forest Sight, which you guys saw just dropped recently, and I created a great video and look on it. I'm going to be jumping between these two to pull off this look. So you can, if you don't have them yet, you can definitely just follow along with similar shades. I'll be sure to be really descriptive on what shades work for you. The first color I'm starting with using a blending brush is going to be Poof Ball. So I'm going to just start blending at the top, and you want to blend right to about here. You don't want to go all the way in with this look, and you'll see why when we get to a little further along. Next color I'm going to use is from the Raw Beauty Kristi by ColourPop, and it's Homegrown. Homegrown is this beautiful, like, deep brown with hints of purple in it. It's really rustic. It goes with this forest vibe. It's perfect for this look. Using that same blending brush, I'm going to tap into the matte Ritual color in Tati Beauty. I have a really in-depth Tati Beauty video if you want to see all the colors and get a deep dive, but because I've used this palette so much in so many of my videos, I didn't think it was necessary. But the link just popped up above my head if you want to check that out right after you look at that Raw Beauty Kristi look. Switching to my Sigma Diffused Crease brush, I'm tapping into the matte color in Memory, and I'm going to just fill that color in as well. And if you've seen my other videos, you can see how much that P. Louise helps to pigment this so much. Like, it's a dream. It's a dream. I should have tapped this in first and then blended it, but it's okay. Now, this is a Christmas look, but it's one where, like, you like, listen, 2020 is taking everything from me. I'm not letting them take my Christmas glam. Like, no, they can't have my Christmas glam. This is the perfect look for that. Tapping in, using the same brush that I use with Puff Ball, the same blending brush, I'm going to tap into the color Story and just blend a little bit of that orange in because I want a little bit lighter, a little pop of color. All these browns are starting to blend together. The most important piece of this look is to make sure you blend, 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 blend. These are a lot of colors. They're in the same like family group, but you still want to blend everything out so it looks nice and clean. In my At Forest Sight video, I showed you guys that if you take a little makeup remover and clean up the area you want to cut the crease for, that is a better way to start it. You can just go straight into cutting the crease, but this just helps make sure that the foundation isn't on any other eyeshadow, and you guys can have all the room that you need to be able to apply it the way you need to apply it. So you just want to clean up the area that you want before adding more base, or whether it's your concealer or the P. Louise or any other base that you have, to the eye. So we've got that cleaned up just a little bit using our Q-tip. Now I'm going to cut the crease and give it a little wing out using the P. Louise base. You can use a concealer for this. Some people prefer concealer, some people prefer base, or both. You can do whatever you feel the most comfortable with. And as I cut this crease, I'm gonna make a nice sharp line. I'm starting a little light now, but I am going to deepen it out. So from here, I'm just pulling that out into a nice clean cut crease wing. Now that we have added our top part, like our transition colors, we're going to tap into Soothe in the matte color of the Tati Beauty palette. This color is extremely flesh tone, which is exactly what we want. And we're going to just follow that right along where we cut the crease. So pull that out exactly like so. And then we're also going to pull it up to clean up anywhere where we said we didn't want to disrupt, and allow that to have a nice smooth cut crease in transition. Now that we've added that, last year at this time I picked up some Stila and it was amazing. The Tati Beauty has amazing glitter colors as well, but I'm going to just tap a little bit of that Stila in to the middle part of my eye to give it a nice pretty glisten. And it's not even like literally, it's just like there just to like add a little pop. You can add it at like a diagonal, so it kind of just shimmers ever so lightly. Like, oh, I love this. I've been seeing this all over the gram and I was like, yes, I need to add this to my Christmas tutorial. I am using the silver Stila in the color Diamond Dust. You can use the golden one. I've used it in some of my other videos. You can use that one if you prefer that instead. But you don't want too much. You just want a little something in that center to go with some of that nude flesh color and to make all of that blended dark pop even more. The true star of this look is the Anastasia by Beverly Hills Black Liquid Liner. This is another one that wasn't released this year, but it is still a staple. Like, it gives me everything I need. Being a darker skinned woman, it's really hard for me to find eyeliner that pops on my skin, and this does exactly that. I feel like because the Fox trend was so huge this year, I could not do a Christmas video without showing you guys how to do the fox eye again. Of course, I did a whole video on this. You just pull the eyeliner down a little bit and then you're gonna pull it underneath from that top extended line across your lash line. And just be careful if you're like me and you wear contacts and you don't want to get it all in your eyes and in your contact. And the great thing about this is we're going to shade underneath, so it's okay if it's not absolutely perfect and absolutely straight. Now, the other thing that has been super trendy in 2020 is the extended out liner that kind of pulls up and also pulls down from the top, like so. Oh, I love this trend. This has been really, really popular in 2020. This part you do need to look nice because it's not a traditional look that people see. It's kind of like the star of it. That's why everything else could kind of be like low key. You just kind of give yourself that 70s vibe eyeliner, and like I literally can't get enough of it. You want to make sure it's pointed on the side. I got a little thick here, but I'm going to wait until after I put on my lashes to see how much I want to clean that up, because the lashes may cover up more than that. And anytime you're working with liquid eyeliner and you have a mistake, you want to give it some time to dry before messing with it. But bam, look at that. I'm loving it. I love this. So we'll clean it up if we need to. Now, Lilly Ghalichi dropped this 3D Mink Miami line this year, and I absolutely love it. It's glam, it's just natural enough. It gives us everything that we need and more. I love this style of lash. So that is what we're going to be using. Another big drop this year was the Fenty Beauty mascara. I did a comparison video between this and Milk Kush mascara. Now I did like the Kush brow gel, but I did not like the Milk Kush mascara. So I ended up gifting it to my friend because I wasn't feeling it. It burned, it was not popping. But this Fenty Beauty though is amazing. You guys have been on my channel long enough to know I always put mascara on beforehand. You can add a little bit more if you need to after. And just give it that lift that I need. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add my Miami 3D Mink lashes. Like, look how long these lashes look already. Beautiful. Now our glue has had just enough time to dry, and we're going to simply set it right on that lash line, trying not to disrupt those lighter colors, and press it into the lash line. You always want to give your glue a little time to dry. Y'all love it, because I do. I absolutely adore it. Just a little glimmer at the top, a little pop, a little extra with the liner, and still not crazy too much. Now using one of my favorite brushes, I'm going back into Ritual and tapping into a little bit of Story, and I'm going to smudge out that bottom lash line like I talked about earlier, and then I'm going to add my mascara. It doesn't exactly matter when you do it. Sometimes if it's a lighter color that you're doing underneath the eye, it would matter if you do your mascara first or if you smudged out the color first, because sometimes the dark mascara takes away from it, but I think it should be fine. And it's looking a little too dark, so I'm going to go back into the Raw Beauty Kristi and use a little bit of Rainer to give it just a little pop underneath, just to like make it more brown instead of blackity black. Okay, so we have primed our face already. We've prepped it. We've knocked out our amazing eyeshadow look. Like, this is gonna serve. If this doesn't blow your family away, they are unblowable. Fenty Beauty foundation is another goodie. It does come out a little red sometimes, but I do love the photo finish. So this is a perfect foundation to use for a Christmas look if you are not going anywhere. Now I'm applying my foundation routine with the Tati Blendiful. This was released with her Texture Neutral palette as well. And it's definitely one of the top beauty items of 2020. Heck, it may be one of the top ones of all time. Like, this beauty product is amazing. Like, every time I use it, I'm like, oh, okay, like, I get it. I'm also going to take like the thinnest part of my Blendiful and clean up those edges where there may be any base and get really close to my eyebrows. Tati's had some drama this year, honey. She really has. She's had some drama, but she also has created a really great product. So I'm using it a little less because Tati's caught herself in some mess, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not on that level of beauty gurus yet. Okay, now I'm using my Fenty Beauty concealer, and I'm going to apply that concealer right underneath. I thought it looked a little too dramatic where my lash line was, where I did all that extra shading and stuff like that. So I'm getting right up under there. I'm getting close to my eyeliner, but you don't want to get too close because you don't want to mess that up. And I'm using the Blendiful, and I'm going to just clean this all up. Oh yes, I love how the under eye looks now. It looks so much better. And the Blendiful just blends so effortlessly. If you don't have a lot of brushes, or you don't want to invest in expensive brushes, the Blendiful, I think, is a perfect middle ground. It blends the way you need it to blend. The only thing I would say is it does take some practice to figure out control, but so do all brushes, you know? So I definitely don't think it's something to deter you from using it. But one sponge for the whole face, like sign me up. Oh. Now I'm gonna use my concealer brush from Sigma just to help finish blending this out really well. And while I do this, I just want to encourage you guys, Christmas is around the corner, to drop your Christmas traditions. I've been asking people a lot this year, especially since I won't be able to be with my family to do some of my traditions, my extended family to do some of my traditions. I just love hearing about like how people celebrate and they come together with their family. So if you don't mind, let me know what your favorite Christmas tradition is besides opening gifts. We all like that part, right? What else? What else do you guys like to do? 2020 still hasn't exactly replaced my Huda Beauty Tantour line. So it's still my favorite bronzer. So I'm including this in this video because like, can you get any better than this bronzer? If you've discovered a better bronzer or another bronzer's launch in 2020, let me know, because I am definitely willing to try it, but Huda is selling me on this. Now, this brush I'm using is from the Sigma Beauty line. It's the Emphasize Contour, and it's helped make my life so much easier, like with contouring. So it's definitely worth checking out and trying out. This is something that I have tried out for the first time in 2020. Like, oh, look how she evens her out. She tells Fenty to just settle down, Fenty, settle down with all that orange, okay? Using my Too Faced powder. I discovered this in 2019, still obsessed with it. It's coming with me into 2021. I think it's just like the perfect shade for my skin color, and it just blends my foundation and my bronzer in perfectly while still keeping that nice smokiness, you know, that sultry smoky. Girl, I am feeling this, honey. Oh, this is a vibe, a look. All right, this is my banana powder. This is benign. This has lasted before 2021. It'll be here after 2020. Before 2020, and it'll be here after 2020. The Cine6 highlighters have come out with a few additional colors this year. This is my favorite one that I've been using for quite some time, which is the cinnamon color. And I'm going to be applying it with my new Sigma highlight and contour brush, which I just got a few months ago as well. And I'm going with a heavy highlight on this because we've been through a lot in 2020 and we deserve to glow, okay? We deserve to go into Christmas celebrating sweet baby Jesus, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever, with our glowiest of glow. And you can use more of a silver if you want. I'm liking the like reflection of the silver, or refraction, I don't know, of the silver and the gold. Silver and gold, hey, appropriate for Christmas as well. But if you'd rather do like a more silver highlight, go for it. Do your thing, make it your own. When these dropped, the Fenty Cream blushes, baby, did y'all go ham for these bad boys. Using my Blendiful, I'm going to apply it. It took me a while to get my hands on it, but I am obsessed. I love the cream blush phase that kicked off in spring and summer of 2021. Look at me, I'm trying to get ahead of this and get out of this run of days. But spring of summer 2020. And I just think that it's absolutely beautiful. You can apply it with your finger, you can apply it with a Blendiful like I am, you can apply it with a traditional foundation or blush brush. So you can apply it with just about anything. It looks absolutely beautiful. I like to tap a little bit on the bridge of my nose just to like pull everything together. And you don't need a crazy amount, to be honest. You can kind of make this your own and apply as much or as little as you need. Okay, to close this out, I'm using my Colored Rain. I just got this color. It's caramel, and I'm pretty sure this is a new color that dropped during the Black Friday sales of 2021. Caramel is a beautiful like nude color. I think it goes perfect with this lip. And to kind of make it blend a little bit more, go a little deeper, I'm going to use my old but loving whatever from Colored Rain as well, and line my lips with that and kind of shade it in, because the like heavily lined lips are like super popping right now. So you can thank me later. Let it dry for a second, then bop your lips. Oh, look at that, look. And of course we're gonna use At First Sight, and we're gonna apply just a little bit here and give it that nice shimmer. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell down below. That's all I have for you. I hope you and your family have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and you enjoy all of the time you have together, even if it's virtual. Until next time, bye girlies and gents. Mwah.